I don't know what I was going to say. I think it was something really, really profound.
Yeah, that sounds about right. What is that?
It's a food lip. We eat it over here. It's a gelatin thing, and it's like made of chicken inside.
Gross.
I hate gelatin things. Like head cheese.
Head cheese. Head cheese is a thing?
Yeah.
Head cheese.
Head cheese. It's like gelatin and bits of ham and stuff.
And they call it head cheese.
I don't think that Andre and my family need to always put me in the middle like that. It's making me frustrated.
Her family and Andre, there's no one who's more of a cunt than the other. They're both equal cunts.
Yeah, they're terrible.
Where is that gonna come from, and how are you gonna pay bills for the month?
I think it's come from my pocket.
He is making me angry, this boy.
He's fucking stupid.
He is fucking dumb. He goes in there, wants to buy a couple $100 worth in gifts, and then give them $1,000 of her money. And she says, how are you going to pay for this? Money come out of my pocket? You mean her pocket, right? Mm-hmm. Stop playing dumb. Mm-hmm. Stop being bitter.
Angry.
$1,000 is like a month of Oswelu's work, so I don't know on what planet we would have that much money to just give out randomly, but...
Azuelo should be like, yeah, but they're going to break my thumbs.
Yeah.
Break your thumbs, Azuelo. Break your thumbs.
They're really mean.
They suck. I don't want to make fun of no cultures and stuff. Each to their own. But I take issue with this. My family won't love me if I don't give them money. Mm-hmm. Oh, fuck.
Divorce him.
So what's the total?
$191.50.
Oh my god.
Conti!
So what were you and Jess's dad talking about before we left?
Oh, just guy stuff, football, stuff like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tanya!
Sinjin?
So today me and Tanya are driving out to New York to stay at a hotel that's a little bit closer to JFK because we've got an early flight flying out to South Africa in the morning.
There was an article and it said that they get paid. The contestants or the people on the show get money from the show. But I don't know how much it is.
Mm. So you'd want to be on the show as long as possible.
Yeah, I remember we were watching The Bachelor or one of those shows and they were talking about how the longer you're on, the more you get paid. So it's an advantage for you to stay on and get those roses and keep going as long as possible. Get more exposure, more grams, more cash.
The more people get to know you and then you become a favorite or a villain.
Big exposure. And then maybe that's what this is like too.
It's like you're like, I'm just going to go. I know I'm going to get crazy, Tanya. Just take it.
Wasn't she the one who last year went on a trip away from him and partied all night and had fun with the girls, and she would never return his calls? So, hypocrisy.
Don't do that. Now you're putting it on me.
I'm not. I'm just letting you know that there's both sides.
That I have it.
The driver's looking in the rearview mirror.
He's just making himself small like this.
He drives faster.
He's getting on the mic to the dispatch. He's like, by the way, if any married fiance pickups, not for me. Click.
If it's a bad relationship, I will do everything in my power to sabotage his relationship.
Trying to figure out Colt and his mum, it's just a pathway to someplace dark that you just don't want to go.
That's very intricate.
You want to go?
I don't know.
Come on, Debbie. Your first time in São Paulo. You just have fun.
Yeah.
Come on, Debs. It'll be fun.
Fucking goddamn Colt. He just loves being a pimp. He just watches it all unfolding. Like, all these women going crazy over me. He's loving it.
See? I packed the suitcase by myself.
Yeah, we'll see once we're there and you run out of clothes in one day.
That's the kind of thing that was cute to her when they were dating.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, you're such a boy.
Yeah.
Mm. And now she's like, 2 kids. Oh, you're such a boy.
He's tired. They're just gonna cry the whole time.
Okay.
Can't take it anymore.
Hmm. We are doing 7 and 8 because reasons.
This show makes me angry.
Yeah, in episode 7, I just leave it because Azuelo probably pissed you off.
Yeah. And it just ruins my mood, which is on me, really. I shouldn't be so involved. Emotionally attached.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible.
You need to look at yourself.
Yeah.
And on one hand, I understand it. She's jealous and insecure, but I trust her. I love her. I choose to be with her. That's why I'm here.
Something missing.
Yeah.
There's his words don't have
hollow.
any. There's not any emotional depth to anything he says, and that might be just the way he talks. But why am I so unconvinced?
It makes me angry.
It's hard to put your finger on it.
Started with jealousy. She isolated me from my friends, people I knew, people I loved.
I would like Colt's mum to ask Colt what he loves about Vanessa.
Mm-hmm.
Write it on a piece of paper. What's her favourite colour? What's her hobby? Tell me something about her. Well, Vanessa likes sex, and I like sex, so we're made for each other.
It was just a bad start to the whole trip. But after the boys went to sleep, Asuelu apologized.
Azuelo, please, don't piss my lady off this week.
Remains to be seen.
Okay. Oh boy.
Why didn't you sleep last night?
Because I saw the ghost.
Oh my god, we need to talk about this.
You should be in Ghost Adventures.
Ghost Adventures with Azuelo. Azuelo, what did you see? I saw a ghost, little girl. And you never saw your parents that night, did you? No. I saw a ghost. And then she's like,
excuse me?
Yeah, what? You saw someone outside? I saw a ghost.
Oh dear.
Wow. What if that was the first time your partner has ever said anything like that? Like,
I'd be like, well, why didn't you tell me? I want to see it.
if you want to hear our opinions on ghosts, Ghost Adventures. Previous episode. Wind back.
So things are a little bit better this morning. Hopefully things go well with his mom and his sister and there's not any huge fights.
It's disturbing that's what your hope is.
Yeah.
Like, that's some low standard.
Your husband? Yeah.
Jesus.
I miss you, my baby.
Got the money as well. You got the money.
Oh my.
Ew.
That's a cultural thing.
I don't like that. That's fucked up.
Alrighty.
Are you okay with the way he got up and tried to like beat my son up? Like we just don't do that in America. We treat people with respect. If he would have hit my son and knocked him out, we would have had to go to the hospital. That wouldn't have happened.
It would have happened.
We're not provoking him, dude. We're talking to him.
I mean,
you can say
asking
provoking.
the same question. You're asking the same question.
Who wants
like
to answer
10
our
times.
question?
He is an absolute fool.
Yeah.
So he's in Moldova. He's in their country. He's in Andrei's backyard, surrounded by Andrei's friends. And Andrei's bigger than him. And Andrei's a bouncer, and he's a fit dude, and he can knock him out. And he keeps pushing the issue. If you continue to do that, his friends are going to drag you outside, and you're going to get fucked up.
Like, why is it hard to understand if you ask a question 10 times and the person doesn't answer it or evades it or... Like, drop it.
Drop it, yeah.
Like, they're being rude.
And he thinks this is the American way. We're coming here.
They're entitled to their questions and answers.
You answer us, Andrei. He's like, no, fucking leave it. Leave it alone. It's none of your business.
Baby, what'd you get?
I don't know. This man give me some best of the best.
Oh, this is a lot of food.
That's what I do. Bring only the best.
I bring you the best of the best. Kalini, you pay.
You bring any money for mom?
I guess.
How much money?
Oh my god, that is awful. You know, people are all like, oh, don't want to offend someone's culture. Yeah, I'm just going to say their country's fucked.
Okay.
Samoa's screwed. If they've got some backwards traditions. Her mum's in America, so she should know that it's not the land of milk and honey. She's struggling herself for money. He's coming over with a part-time job and 2 kids. Where do you think this money's coming from? The boy doesn't have a job. And where was I going with that? I remember my original point. My original point was that Samoa is fucked. Mm-hmm. You have to buy their love. You have to, if you, that's what a mother's saying really. Mm-hmm. You haven't brought in us any money. Therefore, you get none of the love tonight. You know, no more making out, Azuelo.
You failed as a son.
Mm-hmm.
Now we are leaving.
And until you bring money, then you'll be a good boy again. So
that's a interesting dynamic.